From a Buddhist point of view, we are connected with everything around us. Nothing exists independently. So, for example, if you have a tree, the tree relies on the seed, obviously. It also relies on the moisture, sunlight, the nutrition from the soil. So it's all connected. Yeah? So we are also part of that nature. We drink the water, we eat the food. So everything is interconnected. So therefore, we can see nature as arising from many causes and conditions. And that's why, as human beings, we need to preserve and look after and make the right
just
causes.
throw it down the cutaway, came me more. And they all said, but what they don't realize, when suddenly their baby gets sick, this, that, and they have problems. And somebody goes and says, God, I've got diarrhea, this, and they're all in the hospital. Why? If you go back to the root cause of all that, is whammo. Back to that point where they were throwing all that rubbish. That's where all the flies breed and thinking. And it stinks and it comes, and all these flies come into your house for fresh food, and then they sit on your baby's milk, your baby's food, your tea, and then you eat it, and then of course you're going to get sick. So these are things people have to be aware of, that for every action there's a reaction. We must make sure that it grows sustainable, and that we are in charge of our development programs. What is the target of Bhutan? Do we control the pace of development and then have everything nicely according to plan? Or we let population growth control the pace of development? That means you have your plans, everything, but your population has outgrown all these plans. So there's the population come, we want a hospital here, we want a school there, we want this, they need this, people need housing, this, that, land. Let us not lose our value systems. Let us not lose it. And let us be good human beings. We all have faults, but within all the human faults, let us try and be good human beings.
Individual people throwing garbages, non-decomposable garbages into the fields, and uneducated people who are not aware of these things, all of them are contributing to the natural damage in Bhutan. It was quite small at the beginning, but right now we can see urbanization coming up, and forests have been pushed back towards very extremes, and I think it's divided into different zones. So different zone means there are different plants and animals in each zone which differs from one another. For example, if you come from Bumthang to Thimphu, the animals and the plants we see are totally different.
No, come on, change your mind, guys. Get this message out to everybody. Have respect